Welcome back to the garage. Glorious day outside. We've been fettling with the tractor. In previous videos we've fitted the electronic ignition. I've had a bit of a fettle with the carburetor. It's running really well. But it's got to go for its emissions test. We don't want to take it to the CT station, pay for an emissions test and it fail, then we've got to take it to a garage. I'm not sure if the CT station will just adjust it while we're there. So I ordered this. It's the best I can do. If I can just untangle it from the wheelchair. I'll show you. It is a Gunson G4125 digital gas tester. You've got your probe that goes in the exhaust. Runs off the battery. You plug that on the battery. Now, I did the same, went over reviews. There was good reviews, there was bad reviews. A lot of the bad reviews were saying how cheaply made it is. It is pretty cheap plastic. I'm not sure if you can squeeze the box and it doesn't feel great. But it's just a rough guide. For the price, I mean, I don't know what people are expecting for 120 euros. This piece on the back here is actually glued on, but on this one it had come unglued in the box and I wasn't going to go to all the effort of sending it back, so I've just got some sticky velcro, stuck that on the back. Now you've got an adjusting knob on the front, so what you do, get your car warmed up obviously, you get this set up, you plug that onto your battery, you set this up at the back of the car, don't put that in the exhaust pipe. You need to let this warm up. You really have got to follow the instructions. What I was reading, a lot of people say, oh, it's this, it's that, it's a load of rubbish. People that have had success with it have said, if you follow the instructions to the T, it gives good results. So what you do, plug it in, sit it at the back of the car where it's going to go so that you can get that in the exhaust pipe when it's ready. You leave it running for about 8 to 10 minutes and you calibrate it. You turn this little dial, so you calibrate it to fresh air, and you turn that so that this sits at 2%, or there, it's got to be pretty much bang on 2%. Once that's been for about eight minutes, because there's no moving parts, there's no pumps, there's no filters, it's like a pulse thing, and I'm assuming it just works on the exhaust getting forced up this pipe. So you calibrate this, and then you start your car up. Put that up the exhaust pipe. It says up to about 8 inches, which, up to about that kink. It's got the springs, which will just hold it in place. And then you can adjust your CO mixture, adjust your mixture screw to get your CO right. On this, we're doing the Panda, it says 2 to 3%. So hopefully we can put that up the exhaust pipe. This will give us a reading, and then I can adjust it. Adjust it a little bit at a time, let this settle. And so we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to get it set up now, and we'll see what results we can get out of it. It's got to be. I'm not sure what the CT limit is over here. Back in the UK, an old car like this you would be allowed 4.5% on the CO, and I can't remember about hydrocarbons. Was it about 1200 ppm? It's been a long time since I was an MOT tester. Anyway, it's probably all changed now. But a car of this age, you was allowed a little bit higher a CO reading. I'm not sure what it's like in France, but we're going to set it 2 to 3%, anywhere between there. If it goes a little bit over and I can't get it down, then we'll just have to see how it goes. But it does smell like it's running a little bit rich, but it is running quite nice. So I'm going to get this plugged on and get this set up at the back of the car. I might have to put a box underneath just to lift it up so that I can see it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it because it's out in the sunshine. I'm hoping that that's going to reach. this plugged on the battery. On for you. Oh. One for you. So I'm going to leave that now. That can sit out there about 8 minutes, it says in the thing. It's sort of settling around 2.3, as you saw on that previous clip. It did go up and it went right up and came right down. I'm assuming that's something that it just runs through a thing. It's settled on 2.4 now, so I'm just going to give it a few minutes. Just adjust it. Just calibrate it because it wants to be bang on 2%. It's gone up to 3.5 now. But anyway, I shall leave that and I'll get back to you when 8 minutes is up. We're calibrated, we're at 2%. I'm going to start it up. That's all in. It's reading a big fat 0 at the moment. So I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, I'll focus you down here. I've got my trusty screwdriver. I'll give it a little tweak and see which way it goes. It might be that it's so rich, it's gone off the scale, but we'll have a look. Looking more promising. If it sits around there anywhere between 2 and 3, I'll be happy with, and it sounds nice. Well, there's no air going through the radiator, is there? That is the Gunson G4125 Gastester. It is a little bit finicky, but what do you expect? You can't expect like a proper garage gas analyzer which analyses unburnt fuel, you know, the hydrocarbons, the CO2, the oxygen, and this, that and the other. You know, you're talking thousands of pounds for one of those. This is 120 euros, and it's done the job. So now we've finished the car. The car's all running perfectly. What you do, you leave the gas tester plugged in out in the fresh air for another 10 minutes, and that just sort of gets the fresh air and that just cleans it out. There is a drain on the back for water. There was a bit of water coming out of the exhaust pipe, and which is why I took it off that box and put it down on the floor. So far it's a 2 thumbs up. I've got it adjusted sort of 2.1, 2.2-ish. It is very slow. In the instruction it says make an adjustment, wait 15 seconds. From my experience just now, it takes a little bit longer than 15 seconds. But if you're patient with it, you will see what's going on. Now, the test will be when we take it up to the CT centre for its emissions test and see what their machine says. I can't do any more than that. That's good. Going to be good for any petrol engine, any 4-stroke petrol engine. That's, you know, you can adjust the mixture, so the lawnmowers, anything like that. Lawnmowers, cars. Obviously, most of our cars are diesel. Audi's diesel, Range Rover's diesel. But lawnmowers and that kind of thing. So it will get used. And obviously, setting up the old Panda. So I think, so far, it's a 2 thumbs up. You do get what you pay for. It was only 120 euros. The build quality is not great. But just look after it. Follow the instructions to the T. No, follow the instructions to the letter, and you will get results out of it. And now this Panda sounds like it's running rather sweet. Got a few little more jobs to do on it. We're going to focus on the Audi next, get that jacked up, I'm not sure if the turbo is... I won't go into it. That'll be on the Audi video. But Tina's got some running around to doing this, taking stuff up the dump and what have you that she doesn't want to take in the Range Rover. So she's going to use it, see how she gets on. And then once the Audi's out of the way, we're going to get it in... Oh, we're going to get this wall fixed. Then we'll get the Panda in it, get it jacked up in the air. And we're just going to go through it. New suspension, new brakes. And it'll just be like a new car. Anyway, this was a review for the Gunson G4125 digital gas tester. Not sponsored, I bought it with my own money. But if any of you lot out there, these companies want to sponsor me for anything, I'll be quite happy to oblige. So anyway, hope you like this video. Please give it a big thumbs up, that all helps, it pushes our videos up. The Panda ones still aren't getting a lot of love. The Range Rover, if I put a Range Rover video out, it does well. But still, we plod on. So yeah, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And from me and the Hobbit, she's making dinner actually, homemade pasta. It's bye for now.